it's important always to bear in mind that we should not confine ourselves to setting small goals for ourselves. Not draw a small perimeter of success.
The world is your oyster.
The world is your oyster. Yeah. Like in many instances, we have that mindset of after school, I go to university, get my degree, get a job, buy a car, buy a house, get married, maybe start a family, and then pass on. And I think the world is robbed, of lives that have value and significance, and all lives have value and significance, but lives that never are uncovered in terms of their potential, in terms of their purpose. And Miles Monroe said it best, and I think everyone is quite aware of that powerful, profound statement where he said that the richest place is the graveyard, where in many instances, many people, without discovering their purpose, their potential, doing what is significant and contributing ultimately to the human race and to the advancement of the human race, they end up living lives, with no meaning, with no direction, no purpose, no value,
amounting to nothing.
And within that context, I would say that, to those particularly young people that are listening today, start to think about it seriously on a daily basis, and write it down, and you can fine tune it as you grow and as you learn more, as you get more exposure in terms of your gifts, your abilities, and within your society, your community, because you have a contribution to make.
Absolutely.
Everyone has a contribution to make.
Absolutely.
Towards our community and towards our country.
Many a times what we are passionate about and what we feel is our purpose doesn't bring food on the table. It's not something that makes you rich. And in this world where we have duties and responsibilities and we live in a capitalistic world, what advice do you have?
Yeah, and no, that's a very valuable contribution to make. It's a very, very valid point, and I think that is also one of the reasons why people end up, not achieving or end up living mediocre lives. There was one gentleman one day who came to my office quite discouraged, and he entered my office and he was quite discouraged, and he said all of his life he really wanted to become an IT specialist, but after school there was no money to go to university, and he just ended up getting administrative job, clerical job, and he ended up living, he's a middle-aged young person, he's married, and he was quite frustrated. And if one looks currently at the frustration that many people have, is because of the fact that they are not doing what they really want to do. Because of circumstances such as the economic circumstances and the responsibilities that they have in terms of their families and commitments that they have, but still, I would say that the greatest value and impact that your life can have is if you uncover your potential and if you live a life of purpose with passion.
Absolutely.
And irrespective of how difficult it might be, ultimately I think you will be able to overcome those difficult circumstances to achieve living a life of value and purpose. And what does it profit a person, to gain the whole world but to lose his purpose?
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
So I think we should be able to make to be able to think innovatively as to how we can alleviate those type of financial obligations that we have, and really direct our thinking and our energy to developing our skills and expanding our thoughts and having ideas, and ultimately reaching a level where you are directed to living a life of value, of purpose, with passion. That's what I think is important.
And at the end of your time, you can say, I lived a well-lived life.
Yes. Definitely. And I think there's so much satisfaction in that, as opposed to just getting in the stream and just riding out the storm and living a mediocre life.